everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to enroll Thinkific user on Contact Form 7 submission. So let's suppose I am an online educator and I am receiving all my potential leads with the help of Contact Form 7. Now I want that whenever there is a new form submission, a user should be automatically created and then be enrolled in my Thinkific account. Doing this manually will be a very time consuming task, so I am completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Contact Form 7 and Thinkific. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I will receive new form submission in my Contact Form 7, a user will be automatically created in my Thinkific account and then automatically be enrolled in the course. Now, if you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to enroll Thinkific user on Contact Form 7 submission. For this, we are going to create automation between Thinkific and Contact Form 7 with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. Now, if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to enroll Thinkific user on Contact Form 7 submission, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and here I'm going to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now here, as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to enroll Thinkific user on Contact Form 7 submission, which means whenever there will be Contact Form 7 submission, a user will be created and then be enrolled in my Thinkific account, which means whenever there will be Contact Form 7 submission, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when Contact Form 7 submission happens and then action says do this, then enroll Thinkific user. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take Contact Form 7, and then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new form submission. Now I need to make connection between Contact Form 7 and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Contact Form 7 with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my WordPress account. So this is my WordPress dashboard, and Contact Form 7 is a plugin of WordPress. So I have installed that, and on the left hand side where I can see all these options, here I am going to click on this contact and then go to contact forms. Now here I can see all the contact forms, and if I scroll down, I am going to use this registration form. So I am going to open this, and then if I scroll down, I can see all the fields that I have in this form. First name, last name, phone number and email. So now from the top I can see all these options. I am going to click on this webhook and then remove the previously existing webhook URL. Go back to Pabbly Connect, copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here. And then after adding this webhook URL, I am going to scroll down and then click on this save, and scroll above and then click on this save. So here the contact form saved. I have successfully added the webhook URL which I was provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow here in this particular form, registration form. And if I go back to Pabbly Connect, I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission or the test form submission in the particular form where I have added this webhook URL in this registration form. Now after the form submission has been done, Pabbly Connect should capture all the response here in this workflow, and this will show us that the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Contact Form 7, that is successful. So here I am going to open my registration form and fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is, so here my first name is latest, last name is user, phone number is this, email address is latest321@pabblytudes.com, and now I am going to click on this submit. Here I have successfully done this form submission and all these details should be captured in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let's open my workflow. And here I can see that I have instantly received the response. The first name was latest, last name was user, phone number was this, email address was latest321@pabblytudes.com. Now here, as soon as I've done this form submission, I have received that response here in this workflow. And this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Contact Form 7, that is successful. And whenever there will be form submission in this Contact Form 7, I will start receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever there is form submission in Contact Form 7, I want to enroll Thinkific user. So then in my action application, I am going to take Thinkific. And then in my action event, as I want to enroll the user, first I am going to create the user. So first I am going to take my action event as create user and then click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, click on save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection and then click on this connect with Thinkific. Now reading this help desk, I am going to enter my subdomain, and to get this, let me open my Thinkific account. So this is my Thinkific account, and from over here I will be able to find my subdomain. So I am going to copy this entire URL and paste that over here. Now it's written subdomain that can be found at this URL. If your account URL is this, then your subdomain is this, which means I have to remove this HTTPS. I have removed that, and then .thinkific. I have to remove all of this after this .thinkific. So I'll remove all of this. Now this is my subdomain, and now I'm going to click on the save. So here authorization successful. Thinkific is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is that I have to enter the first name. So I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. Now when I click on any of these fields, I can see this Contact Form 7, and when I click on this Contact Form 7, I can see all the response that I've received from there. Here I need to enter the first name. So the first name that we have received in the response is latest. So I have entered that, and then the last name was user. Then the email address was this one, latest321@pabblytudes.com. Now I do not want to enter any of these details, password or the role. And I have not received the response for any of these fields. If you have received the response, you can enter following the same process of mapping. And then I want to enter my phone number. So for now, I am going to enter my phone number in this company field. So my phone number is this. Now if I scroll down, I can see skip custom fields validation. I am going to select this as false and then send welcome message. So I am going to select this as true. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request. And here I can see that I have received the response. I have successfully created this user. Now let me open my Thinkific account and check whether this user has been created there or not. So this is my Thinkific account. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, here I am going to click on this users and then go to all users. Now over here I can see that I have created this latest user. Let's open this. Here we can see that we have not enrolled this user yet in any of the course. Here we can see the email address latest321@pablitudes.com, and now we need to enroll this user. For that, I'll go back to my Pabbly Connect workflow and click on this add action button and choose my application as Thinkific again. And then in my action event, now that I have created the user, I want to enroll that user. So I'm going to click on this enroll user and click on this connect. So as I have already an existing connection, I'll click on the save. And then over here, I need to enter all these details. First one is that I have to select the course. So I'm going to enroll this user in this PHP course. So I will select that and then in the user ID. Now we have to follow one important step. For that, I have to toggle this button on of this mapping and then remove this ID. And now if I click on this user ID field, I can see the responses that I have received. So I'm going to click on this Thinkific response and then I'm going to map the ID of the user that we have received in the previous response. Now activated date and expiry date are not required fields. So again, I'm going to skip this. And then after mapping the user ID, I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. So here I can see that I have enrolled this latest user to the PHP course. Let's open my Thinkific account and let's refresh this page once. Go to enrollments. And here I can see that I have successfully enrolled this user in this PHP course. So now to check this automation workflow one last time, I am again going to do a form submission in this contact form 7. And if a user is created and enrolled in this Thinkific account, this means this automation setup that we have created is working fine. So here I am going to open my registration form and fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is current. So here I have added my first name as current, last name as user, phone number as this, email address as current123@pablitudes.com, and then I am going to click on the submit. Here as soon as I have submitted this form, a user will be created and enrolled in my Thinkific account. So let's open my Thinkific account. Let's go back. And here I can see that I have created this current user. Let's open this current user. We have enrolled this current user in this PHP course. So now to summarize, we took Contact Form 7 as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. With the help of this webhook URL, we submitted a form and received that response here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to create Thinkific user and enroll that user to my Thinkific account. So I took my action application as Thinkific, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all these details with the help of a method called mapping, clicked on the save and send test request button and received the response as this user being created in my Thinkific account. After creating this user, I again used the action step to enroll that user. So I again took Thinkific as my action application, repeated the same process and mapped the user ID, after which this user was enrolled in that particular course in my Thinkific account. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between Contact Form 7 and Thinkific with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.